So these are just an overview about, okay, it's a very technical work package. But this is actually the distribution of our participation from the scientific part. All the universities using covering different aspects and driving basically the technological developments in the project around these four main let's say directions. So what I just want to emphasize a little bit of scientific aspects and things that we actually try to solve. I'll just sample a little bit around this scheme. So, for instance, at the University of Amsterdam, we are busy with automatic annotation. So, automatic annotation has been addressed for a long time already, basically trying to determine whether this picture contains an airplane or it's an auto. So, what you want to do is you collect a lot of samples, examples of airplane and other images, and you hope to actually extract some visual features that will indicate, if measured in this image, whether you indeed have an airplane or auto. So, in this case, for instance, the system can tell you that there's a probability of presence of airplane in this image for 70% or something, or for auto, like 95%. Good. It's all nice, but you can realize yourself what the problem here is. Outdoor airplane, you can take a lot of different images of airplane, a lot of different images of outdoor. How can you possibly collect all these different samples and examples and annotate them to feed into this supervised learning system? And this is actually where social media again comes in the picture, because we have a lot of annotated images, a lot of resources to do these kind of things on the internet, starting from these platforms where we have tagged images, or where we actually infer tags by tagging games that you are just displayed or WISE-Up. We can also crowdsource and so on. But we also fight with the problem of reliability of tags, reliability of annotations. So there are many ways of inferring this reliability. So one presentation was who's checking this. Now, in this case, the specific approach, we're not trying to have an expert check, but again rely on big, amount of images, tagged images, to search for some kind of consistency in tagging property. A bit different than what Johan was saying, consistency between the expert tagging and user-generated tagging. Basically, only check within the user scope. For instance, by checking, what are the tags that appear in images that actually roughly have the same visual content, because that actually reinforces the link between the visual content and the tag. So in this case, the bridge appears to be the tag, which is kind of the most reliable objective tag for this particular image. And these are some other examples. This is an example from the data side. So just to show you an example from what we also do for the user. For the user, we want to basically we are interested in determining or matching the information of the user with the output of the search engine. So what I should have shown you before about automatic annotation, this you can see as what is in the image. But I can give you a lot of images or video clips about airplanes or whatever, but not all of them are relevant for you in a given search case, because there's also this wide component. You're searching for a particular set of images for a particular reason or something. So this why is what we also refer to as intent. And this is an example from YouTube where we actually type in behind the scenes and 3 results that actually all correspond to different intents. So one is to show you how to sing a high note, one is a fun entertainment, and the other is more informative. So what is the highest note the male can sing? So it is record. It's just a trivial example, but it actually is very important because nowadays on the internet, for instance, in big people actually, it's not really difficult to find relevant results. But the truly relevant results, that's why both what and why is very difficult. And why is actually what we actually focus in this part of the project. There are quite some challenges, and these challenges can be addressed very well by, again, relying on these social communities. For instance, discovering intent categories. Why? What are the categories of intent that are out there? Why are there different reasons why people search for different sorts of content? We can do this in the best way by analyzing, for instance, social fora, for instance, Yahoo Answers or something like that. We can try to find ways how to index video from an intent point of view, not only from what, but also from why. This is again from the annotation part, but from the user part, we are also interested in, for instance, finding what is the intent of the user. Why is user searching for something? Can I do this by involving using some kind of iterative procedure, doing a query specification, or can I infer this from social graph that I showed you before? What has the user searched before and in which context? So can I actually roughly link that particular user with particular content in a particular why context? And this kind of thing. So these are many different challenges that we have to address. We just started to do this. And this last thing that I want to show you, actually at least present this in more detail than before, is the use case that involved actually Delft, the CWI, and the university around the print cabinets of the Rijksmuseum. So we did an extra presentation that I'm just going to skip the things that you presented, but focus on actually things that we are interested in as a project. What are the underlying problems under the organized applications that you showed? Basically, all these things that you see here, right? So modeling the user, and so what are the interests of the user, what's the background of the user, how to enable users to actually interact with the system in a personalized way so you can get the most of the user, how to build an interface for that, and trust, last but not least. All these things are things that are not solved, and not solved properly to really enable this to work as it should work. So this is actually what I can give as an addendum to what Lucy was presenting from our side to enable this to really work. And if you need more information, please ask.